Well, the last time STEPHANE Lambiel made a trip to Moscow, he won the world title back in 2005. Bronze medalist last year.
STEPHANE Lambiel has so many great qualities. He's a great artist and athlete, but he had a real difficult competition at the Cup of China. Fell on his quad. Does not practice his triple axel right now. He's getting his new technique under his belt. So he's one of the few top-level skaters in the world who just does a double axel, like right here in the short program. But here is his quad toe. Very good into a double toe loop. World renowned for his spins. I think most of the skaters in the world can credit STEPHANE Lambiel with inventing spins that they now have ripped off and use.
STEPHANE had a meteoric rise up the world standings. In 2002, at his first Worlds, he was 18. Just 3 years later, he was world champion. He won that title twice. Last year was battling with fire and motivation and inspiration. It affected his training all season. He came back to rally with a bronze medal at the World Championships. But it's interesting to me, Paul, that he's lost his triple axel. What's that about?
I'm not really sure. They say he's working on new technique. The thing is that if he gets it back, I mean, he will be welcomed back onto the podium very easily, because the stuff that he can do in this footwork sequence, the way that he combines his edges and choreography, every piece of him performs the program. Very diverse choreographically as well, and he's the kind of guy who in the middle of the season can come up with a brand new program and he finds no problem with it. In fact, it challenges him. Well, that's good to see. I mean, no triple axel, but he got the quad combination, so he's back at least on that standard.
Well, a dynamic presentation to the music, Carne Cruda, or in English, raw meat, by STEPHANE Lambiel, immensely popular too here in Moscow. Lots of teddy bears, lots of kisses.
The quad toe was very solid here. He does do a quad triple, but here just focused on the double, getting that combination done. And the footwork, just wonderful changes of direction and use of his upper body. The edges very clean. This year, a lot of scrutiny will be paid to which edges and which turns they'll be doing.
Let's join Peter Carruthers, who's backstage with the leader at this point.
Johnny, walk us through that short program. You said you were happy with the jumps, but not with the entire program. What do you mean?
Well, the step sequences and spins were not up to snuff. They weren't my usual level of sophistication on these elements. So I wish I would have performed them better, but the jumps were, for me, fantastic, and I was very happy to get those done cleanly. And even when I didn't feel I skated my best, I beat my personal best.
It's just been a terrific season for you so far. What do you attribute that to? I know the new coaching changes have made a difference, but for you personally also.
Personally, I think I've just grown up a bit, because I was trying to have a personal life, have a life and start to go in all these new directions with, you know, trying to get into fashion, trying to get into, you know, the more celebrity-driven stuff, and just for fun. But I realized that it was too much. I can't do everything, and I finally realized that I have, you know, after this, 2 more seasons to be Olympic champion and to make myself into that. And I had to be very mature about it and say, no life, no nothing. I'm skating for 2 years. This is what I'm committed to being Olympic champion, and that's what I'm going for.
A very focused Johnny Weir. Well done.
Thanks, Peter. With that kind of focus, Johnny Weir sets himself up as a contender in any competition. Back to Stephane Lambiel. He needs 80.16 to take the lead, and he did do that with 80.49. So